Okay, thank you.
You have 1 point remaining. Who do you nominate and why?
Okay, for 1 point, I nominate Estelle. Unfortunately, it's the same reason as last week. I can still feel that she's been quite competitive. We have had conversations about how I do feel a bit of confrontation from her towards me. She says it's not supposed to come across that way, but it's still coming across quite intense. And
Accepted. That is all.
Thank you.
Return to your seat.
Bye.
It looks like Alpha Male Ray has started to grate on some of the housemates. I wonder how many others feel the same way. Well, all will be revealed when Nominations Night Live continues.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm playing a game every week. There's strategy involved. That's what I've been doing this whole time.
Ray's playing the game. I honestly didn't think anyone in here
would be like that.
Neither.
Me too.
It's like a weird, like, vortex around him. Don't feel comfortable around him.
Yeah, he pushed me a couple of times and I just went, that's not on, Ray. Not on. You don't push people, you don't rip people's hats off. Like, that's not funny.
He is a pathetic grandstander who basically will say what he wants other people to see him as, but he's not reflecting any of that in his true self.
Ray, you are cray-cray.
George and Layla had a rocky start.
2 points for Layla.
But things quickly grew into a steamy affair. They became so in tune, they even nominated the same people.
Benjamin.
Ben.
Ryan.
But then came the talk.
I don't want to lead you on.
And that didn't go down well with the girls.
Yeah, it makes me look like a right idiot, doesn't it?
But is it really the end? And is there another woman? The drama has only just begun.
Welcome back. Nominations Night Live is officially in full swing. What about that romance? Hey, positively Shakespearean. Giorgio and Leliette. How will the star-crossed lovers nominate?
Layla,
Hey, big brother.
you have 5 points to nominate 2 of your fellow housemates.
Yeah.
Who do you nominate first? For how many points and why?
My first nomination is Bradley for 4 points. I'm finding it really hard. I took him under my wing and really wanted to like look after him, and that's been my sort of aim with everything with him. But he's getting really rude and he's saying comments to people, and it's getting me quite angry just because I don't know whether he thinks he's impressing people or I don't know, but he's starting to form too much conflict in the house with regards to things that he's saying to people.
Accepted.
Okay, thank
You have 1 point remaining. Who do you nominate and why?
My 1 point goes to Ray. I'm finding it really hard to form a bond with him at the minute, and I have been the whole time. Personally, I think he's playing some sort of game. I don't know what it is, and he says little snide comments to people.
Layla, all housemates are playing some sort of game.
Oh, okay.
It's called Big Brother.
Sorry. Okay. I found him saying sarcastic comments and putting other people down. I've overheard conversations, and I'm finding it just a little bit hard to break the barrier with him. And I don't know if that's part of his Big Brother game, but I'm finding it hard to be around him because I don't
Accepted.
know. Okay.
Layla, return to your seat.
Thank you, Big Brother.
George, to the chamber.
Hey? Yep. Feed it to Big Brother. Go on, get it.
George,
Hey, Big Brother.
you have 5 points to nominate 2 of your fellow housemates. Who do you nominate first? For how many points and why?
Yeah, Big Brother. I want to nominate Sarah for 3 points. And the reason for this would be just when we were having that dance battle, I just thought when Razor was like apparently when they were both dancing and she had a go at
him, I just thought it was a bit much how
how she just didn't forgive him for the night. Like if it was rough conduct, I would have been the first one to step in and stop him, but it was an accident, and I just thought it could have been dealt that at the time and let Stella enjoy her party.
Accepted. You have 2 points remaining. Who do you nominate and why?
Yep, next one I would be nominating young Bradley for 2 points, and just for young Bradley, I've told him multiple times, just give us a hand and help us around the house, and it's always, I feel like I'm always having to be behind his back and tell him, come on Bradley, like clean this up and wash the dishes and stuff like that.
Are you saying Bradley is lazy?
Yes.
It would be faster just to say that, George. Your nomination is accepted. Return to your seat.
No worries, big brother.
Bradley, enter the chamber. Bradley.
Yes, big brother.
You have 5 points to nominate 2 of your fellow housemates. Who do you nominate first? Okay. For how many points and why?
For 4 points, I nominate Sarah. After the incident on Friday night that involved myself, her, and Ray, I feel tense around her now because of how she reacted to the situation then, and to myself the next day. I feel the connection that we have isn't the same, and I feel I have to really be careful with how I talk to her now. So that's
accepted.
Accepted.
You have 1 point remaining. Who do you nominate and why?
For 1 point, I nominate Michael. He will sleep. I'd say, every single day in the house, and I feel this has sort of allowed him to avoid conversations in which he may have an opinion which could cause controversy, so I think it is a way for him to slip under the radar. So
Bradley, you're nominating a housemate for sleeping?
Well, I think he intentionally avoids conversations by sleeping, and I feel he does miss out on, certain events and such, which, could let him, show a bit more of himself.
Accepted. Okay. Return to your seat.
Ooh, okay, interesting. Have a look at the tally board. Let's see who's in the red zone. Bradley, Ray and Sarah, who was a little bit controversial, I think, at the rap battle, right? So the housemates are all desperate to know what the nomination's superpower is, but only Estelle is going to find out, and that is after the break.
Michael mentioned that Sarah was positive to the point that it was fake, and I agree.
Sometimes Sarah says a lot of shit. She's sort of quantity over quality.
Can someone not be aggressive? I didn't like it. It's not on.
The way you asked the question wasn't what you were saying. For her, but for me,
you're grabbing onto things.
Hang on.
You didn't see the whole conversation.
A lot more relaxed without Sarah here, because she's like mum of the group.
Welcome back to Nominations Night Live. Now, some people are experts at hiding their emotions, and some people are Benjamin. He's more of an instant feedback kind of guy. He survived eviction, but still managed to have a run-in with Ray this week. So will that translate into nomination points, or does Benjamin have other bones to pick?
Benjamin.
Yes, big brother.
You have 5 points to nominate 2 of your fellow housemates. Who do you nominate first? For how many points and why?
This week I nominate Bradley for 4 points. His one-liners, well, one isn't the word that you go with it. He uses them all the time and it starts to drive me crazy. He doesn't cook, he doesn't clean, he's happy to tell people that he doesn't cook and clean, and he seems to laugh about it. I've brought it up with him before, and he's showing no signs of just being himself, and that is being a bit spoiled. I don't consider him to be a young person in the house that needs to be babied. I consider him to be an adult, and he should be treated the same way. And with this type of behaviour, it's becoming difficult to have him as a fellow housemate.
Accepted. You have 1 point remaining. Who do you nominate and why?
I leave that 1 point for Estelle. Estelle gets repeatedly told by myself and by other people to follow simple instructions, being quiet in certain times, and every time, I don't know whether or not she means to, she still keeps talking over the top of people. It becomes really frustrating, and although I really like her, it doesn't matter what I've said to her, she keeps doing it, and it affects everyone when it comes to competing with tasks.
Accepted. Thank you, Benjamin. Return to your seat.
Okay.
Zoe, to the chamber. Zoe.
Hi, big brother.
You have 5 points to nominate 2 of your fellow housemates.
Yep.
Who do you nominate first? For how many points and why?
Okay, for 3 points I nominate Ray. And that is because this week since he's been here, he's shown a lot of excitement and enthusiasm. But recently there was a incident where he showed a bit too much aggression. To me, that's not on. I don't agree with aggression. I think it's unnecessary, and so for me, that's a big deal. And I don't want any of that aggression thrown to me. So I am giving Ray 3 points.
Zoe, what aggressive event are you talking about?
I'm talking about at Estelle's birthday, with the situation where he got aggressive dancing with Sarah. I'm not nominating him on the grounds of because of Sarah. I'm nominating on the grounds for the fact that it could happen any time with myself or anyone else.
Accepted.
Thank you.
You have 2 points remaining. Who do you nominate and why?
And for 2 points, I nominate Estelle, and that is because we have been here for 3 weeks now, and still she doesn't understand the concept of waiting her turn to speak. It's quite irritating. Still annoys me and upsets me, and you know, little things she does, such as coming in the kitchen, taking over when it's unnecessary. Just give us a break and let us do what we need to do, you know.
Accepted. Return to your seat.
Cheers, thanks, big brother.
Josh, to the chamber. Josh.
Big brother.
You have 5 points to nominate 2 of your fellow housemates. Who do you nominate first? For how many points and why?
This week for nomination for 4 points, I nominated Estelle. Just for her constant talking over and butting in on conversations. I know she's been spoken to about it by other people, but it doesn't seem to change her behaviour to a point where I find myself walking away from conversations if she's butted in or whatnot, just because I feel like I can't talk to my other housemates properly about some things.
Josh, you're giving her 4 points for interrupting.
She's been spoken to about it, and she hasn't changed her behaviour, so.
But not by you, apparently.
Indirectly, she's been spoken to, I guess, by me. I know people have.
Josh, indirectly, your nomination is accepted.
Okay.